Okay, we're back with another workout video. Today we're going to do an upper body workout, and we're also going to talk about direct ab training for athletes. Is it beneficial? Do they need to do it? And the three different styles that most S&C coaches like. And we're going to talk about the good parts of them, the bad parts of them, if they're beneficial for athletes or if they're beneficial for everyone, to be honest. And we're going to talk about the benefits of them, and we're just going to do an upper body workout. So what's on the card today for the workout is a little bit of calisthenics and abs in the warm-up. It's what I love to do for the warm-up. We're going to do some handstand work, and then we're going to do some, my made-up GHD ab workout. We're going to do that. Sit-ups, like full range of motion sit-ups with ab twists, and I think some oblique side bends just to get some good rotation, a little bit of flexion, lateral flexion as well in the abs. And we're going to do some handstand work in between that as a warm-up for about 15 minutes. That's what we normally do. And then we're going to do some plyos. Today, again, it's just the bench push plyos. It's the easiest plyo to do for the upper body. We're building up a little bit of power, a little bit of plyos for the next few weeks. We're going to change up the plyometric work, but just for today, we're going to do that one. And then we're going to do some bench press, get nice and heavy. We're all going to work up to try and get like 1 to 2 rep max. We're just going to stick 105 kg in the bar, see how many reps we can get at that weight. And then we are going to do some one-arm pull-ups and then a little bit of arms to finish. So a nice, easy, good workout today. And yeah, we're going to talk about direct ab core training. So we'll just get right into the workout now. So yeah, we're going to do some handstand work. We're just going to do different styles of stuff. So right now we're going to do some walk-ups the wall, just to get the arms warmed up a little bit, and the hands warmed up for touching the floor and putting pressure on them through, holding up my body. And then we're going to change it up. We're going to do some freestyle handstand work just to see if I can actually get a handstand. And the more and more I do this, the more comfortable I am getting overhead, which is good. And that's what I want, because we want to be able to do a handstand. That's the goal here. So yeah, we'll just get into it. Yeah, so for the handstand work, I just kind of freestyle it. Just do like random exercises like this one, walking up a wall, just to get warm. Then we're going to do some handstand freestyle stuff, just like handstands, just trying to make sure I can actually do one, or just try to hold it as long as I can. And we'll do some holds against the wall as well. Just going to change it up, just get the body moving, get the arms warmed up. We're going to do some abs now. This is by far my favorite abdominal exercise now. The way I've set it up, so it's like a GHD kind of, but just with a box and a little bit of weight. These are great. You just get full range of motion, really working the abs, which is exactly what we want. We're just going to do body weight to start with, then we'll add weight. We're going to do 3 sets. Just 10 reps. Then we're going to do some ab twists. Yeah, we just do body weight to start with. Then we'll add some weight. Yeah, back into handstand work. We're just going to try and freestyle it. See if we can get a full handstand here. I think these are getting better, but it's still not great. We're going to do some oblique side bends now. Okay, 2 more sets of these. We're going to do this. Now we're going to add some weight. We're going to start with 10 kilo, then we'll maybe go up to like a 15, 20 kilo for the next set. We'll do this for the GHD, for the sit-ups, and for the ab twists. Always get a huge pump in my abs after these, which that's why I love them so much. Abs feel fucking pumped as hell, which is exactly what I want. I feel like my abs are quite thin and need to be more hypertrophied. That's why I'm liking to do these. That's why I'm starting doing these exercises, full range of motion, trying to progressively overload the weight, so we're actually building nice strong abs and making them more blocky. Just like CrossFit athletes, you look at CrossFit athletes and they are absolutely ripped. It's probably because this is one of the main exercises in their workout program is weighted decline bench. Maybe that's GHD, but it's decline bench sit-ups is like one of their main exercises. So I mean, you see their abs are blocky as hell, and that's kind of what I want, so that's why I'm starting adding these into the warm-up. We're on to our plyometrics now. This is the easiest plyometric you can do for the upper body. You literally just need a bench or a box, and we're just going to be nice and explosive, try to be nice and fast off the bench, pushing ourselves up as far as we can, coming back on the bench, dealing with that collision, coming all the way down to chest, to the box, to the bench, and pushing yourself back up. This is a great one to get you like used to upper body plyometers and get you into doing some upper body power work. And like this is one of the easiest ones. So obviously like the end game is to end up doing like, well, what I normally used to do is like drop press up, so that you're dropping from a height, touching the floor and pushing yourself back up. That's obviously a little bit more high intense plyometric, and that's what we're going to be doing in the coming weeks. We just want to make sure our body's ready. So we haven't been consistent with plyometrics for a while, especially for upper body. So we want to do this one for a few weeks, get our body used to it, and then throw ourselves at the deep end. Start doing like depth drop ones, or like you can do like sideways ones, lateral ones, where you're dropping from a height from one side, dropping to the other side, trying to go onto the other one. There's so many different variations you can do. But for now, we're just sticking with this one, trying to improve it, get better, and I'm going to try and gradually increase the intensity and do harder ones. We're going to do 4 sets of this. We're going to do our warm-up sets for bench press in between that, and then we're going to talk about like ab training for athletes, if it's worth it, if they should do it or not. This is how I warm up for like every bench session. Normally do like the bar unloaded for 10 reps, and I stick on 60 kilo and do 10 reps at 60 kilo, and I stick on 80 kilo and do 5 reps, and I stick on 90 kilo and do 2 reps. And then I either go to 100 or 105 or 110, and then we do as many reps as we can at that weight. Last week I got 5 at 100, so today, which was a shock, I didn't expect to, I haven't done bench press in ages, so today we're going to throw on 105 and see how much reps we can do. We did 105 on Thursday, we only got 1 rep, so I'm not expecting too much. I would take 1 rep again. So yeah, we do that, see how I feel. If I feel good, I'll maybe do another set at that weight, or what I normally do is do some back off sets of like 90, 95, even 85, and just try and get reps in. Normally on today is the more intense kind of day, so we do less reps, higher intensity, so less reps, more weight. Then on the other day, we do more weight, more volume, less weight on the bar. So we will work up to 105. We're going to do 80 kilo for 5 reps and then take from there. Normally I know after the 80 kilo 5 reps if it's going to be a good day or not. Like if it feels easy, because sometimes it feels hard, and if it feels easy, I'm like, it's going to be a good day, we can push the weight. If it feels hard, I'm like, we'll go to 90, see how it feels. And then if it feels hard again, we know it's not going to be a good day, but that one felt easy, so I think today's going to be a good day. So we're hoping to get quite a few reps at 105, but we will see. So we want to talk about direct core training for athletes, whether it's worth it or not, should they be doing it? And I think for 100%, everyone should be doing direct core work. Doesn't matter if you're an athlete or not, everyone should be doing some sort of core work. The core is like the connection between the lower body and upper body. It's used in every single thing we do during the day, like every activity. I mean, if you play a sport, sprints, jumps, I mean, the core is one of the main, like obviously the legs, you need to have powerful legs to be able to jump high, to be able to sprint fast. You need to do those activities, but the core is connecting to everything, and you need to have a strong core. So yeah, there's normally 3 styles of like what S&C coaches normally go to like prefer. So normally like the first one is like you don't need to do any core work, you just do sprints, jumps and heavy lifting, and that takes care of all your core work, because obviously your core is engaged while doing these activities, but like it's not the main contributing factor. Like you're not going to be shit at squats. Like your core's not going to give in first when you're doing squats. It's going to be your lower back or your legs. It's not going to be like your core isn't activated as much as people think when you're doing these activities. Obviously it is activated because you need it for these activities, but you're not directly working it, so it's not going to be the limiting factor if you do a good squat or not. So like a lot of people think you don't need to do any core work and you just do sprints, jumps and heavy lifting, that's enough for you. But I don't think that's true. I think to some factor, yeah, that works, but I don't think that's it. I think you definitely need some core work. And then the next style of S&C coaches, what they like is anti-flexion, anti-extension. So like exercise like the plank, side planks, all these kind of exercises. And don't rotate the spine, because during sport you need to be able to absorb forces and deal with like collisions, banging off people and all that. And you need to have a stable, solid core. So a lot of people like to do like planks, side planks, pale-off presses, and they think that's going to make them be able to deal with like collisions in sport, which again I think is a flawed fallacy. Like, there is no way a light band pale-off press is going to prepare you to get rammed by someone much bigger than you, who just does bench press and squats, like who is just stronger. Like, there's no way like planks are going to do that. Now, if you did heavy plank work, like you put weights on the back and held the plank for like not that long, maybe that would be good. I'm not against that, but a lot of the time people just do like planks, hold it for a minute, and expect that to help them in sport. Like, I just don't understand how that's going to help you against someone much bigger than you banging into you. Like, it's just not going to work. And in most team sports, you're going to get banged by someone. So like, I don't see how that's going to work. So like, yeah, that's one of the other camps. And the other camp is you need to do, like, what the camp that I'm kind of in is when you do like flexion, you're actually moving the spine, because in sport, every sport in action, you're rotating. Like, if sprints, jumps, all that, you're completely rotating the body constantly. So like, they like to do, rotation exercises by bending the spine sideways, bending the spine all over, making sure we're good at rotating, and make sure we're rotating the spine. That's the camp I'm kind of in. Obviously, I don't mind the other ones, but this is one I prefer, where you're actually moving the spine, because that's what you need to do in life. And for back pain, it's one of the best things you can do to make sure your back's not too sore, is actually moving the spine and moving the back and getting it strong in positions that you're going to be doing during sport and in everyday life. We're going to do another set at 90, and we'll continue talking about it. I felt pretty comfortable, so happy with the 2 reps there. We've whacked on 105, just see how many reps we can get. I'd be happy with 2 or 3, to be honest. So back onto the core training. So yeah, if we look at the anti-extension crowd, where they're like, you don't want to move your spine to get used to sport, I think that does make sense, because obviously when you're dealing with collisions, you do want your core to be solid, you want to brace, you want to be nice and be able to deal with that. But the only problem with that is that people end up just doing unweighted planks, holding it for like a minute, and expecting that to help, or like pale-off press, and they're doing it with like a really light band, just going like that. And I just don't see how that is going to prepare you for sport and prepare you to get rammed by someone. I have no idea. Maybe if you did like weighted planks, as I said before, holding that weighted plank position, that might be a good thing, because obviously you got weight, it's a little bit more intense, and it is a little bit more replicant of like what you might have to do. But I also do like ab wheel rollouts, which is an anti-extension exercise, but again, that's actually moving the core, so I quite like that one, and it can get you nice and strong. But I think the only reason I don't like the anti-extension crowd is because, as I said, you end up just doing bodyweight planks or light banded pale-off presses, and that's just not going to prepare you for anything in sport or in life. So that's why I don't like that one. I don't think it's very good. And then like the one where you're just in another cramp, where you're just sprinting, jumping and lifting, and that's enough core work. I mean, maybe it is, but if you actually want to have good looking abs, strong abs, then you need to be training them. It's just like abdominals is just like any other muscle. If you want a big biceps, you wouldn't just do bench press, you would do bicep curls. If you want a bigger chest, you would do chest exercises, you wouldn't just do pull-ups. So like, because like, just because it's getting worked, it's not getting worked to the max capacity. So the only way to actually improve the core strength is by actually doing core exercises, like sit-ups, like weighted sit-ups, like these kind of exercises. You need to actually isolate the muscle, just like you would with any other muscle. I don't know why the core is seen as like this separate, like it isn't the same as every other muscle, because it is. The more you work it, if you get stronger, it's going to grow. I mean, if you want to get good looking abs, obviously you need low body weight, body fat, but if you want bulky abs, you need to actually work on them. Full range of motion, just like any other muscle, full range of motion and progressively overload. So yeah, that's why I don't like that either. Like, I think obviously that's good, like sprinting and jumping is going to work it a little bit, but it's not going to proper work your abs in isolation. It's not actually going to build any muscle. It's not actually going to improve your core strength, I don't think anyway. And then the other one where you're actually doing full range of motion exercises, like CrossFit athletes that do the GHD sit-ups, those exercises are great, because again, it's full range of motion and you're progressively overloading it, which is exactly what every muscle needs to get stronger. And then you've got the spinal flexion, flexing the spine, which again is what we do in sport. We rotate constantly when we're sprinting, when we're jumping, you're rotating the body, rotating the spine and the back and the core. So like doing these kind of exercises in the gym is great for that. And not even that, you get stronger core, like you're gonna look good too, like you're gonna have actual strong obliques, you're gonna have good looking abs, and that's what everyone wants. Like, and I think like that is the best way to train. I think they all have their benefits in a way, but I think if you want good looking abs and you want to have strong abs, good for sport, and that's going to help you in your sport, you need to start doing rotating exercises. You need to start moving the spine, moving the core in the similar ways we would do in sport, like lateral flexion, getting the obliques strong, just like any other muscle. That's what I mean. You should just treat the abs like any other muscle. If you want to get them bulky, if you want to get big biceps, you do bicep curls. If you want to get bulky looking abs, you do weighted sit-ups, GHD sit-ups. Instead of thinking it like this special muscle where you can only do isometric exercises, it's just wrong. You need to train your abs full range of motion and progressively overload it, and it's gonna get stronger, and you're gonna have better abs. But also, if you want it to more not translate to sport, but if you want to make your abs more explosive, you can do like med ball throws, light PVC pipe rotation, stuff like that. It's also like going to help it be more athletic and a little bit less stiff as well. Because obviously, as I said, it's just like any other muscle. Like you would do that with legs, you do like fast, quick movements, because that's what you do in sport, and you do fast, quick movements with the abs with like the PVC pipe and the med ball throws. That's like the best way to get nice, quick, athletic core and get it twisting like you would in sport. That's my thoughts on it anyway. If you have any thoughts on it, put it in the comments section. But now we're going to hit some bench press. We're going to do 105, see which reps I can get. Oh, I felt heavy today. Yeah. We're going to come down to 100 kgs, see what we can get with that. Hopefully manage to get 5 reps out of this. That was only 2 reps at 105. Pretty difficult. But compared to last Thursday, we only got 1 rep, so it's good. We're still a little bit improving. Considering we haven't done bench press in a long time, we're quite happy with these numbers at the moment. Yeah, so if you want to get nice, strong, bulky looking abs, you need to do progressive overload and full range of motion training. It's just the way, it's just for any other muscle. That's what you do. That's what you need to do for abs as well. If you want to get athletic abs, you need to be doing PVC pipe, quick rotation, so you're doing it nice and quick, and some med ball throws just to make it more explosive and make it more like what you do in sport. And if you want to be able to deal with collisions, I think even just getting your abs stronger through progressive overload and that is going to make you better at collisions. I don't see how it's not. And if you have a strong upper body and legs, like if your legs are really strong, you're going to be able to deal with collisions too. So I don't really think holding planks, even weighted planks, are necessary. I don't think you should do them. I think you're better just getting the core strong, muscly, and getting your legs and upper body strong, and you're going to be able to deal with collisions easily, I feel anyway, rather than doing planks and peel-off presses. I just don't think they work at all. And then in the other camp of just sprinting, jumping, lifting, again, I think that's flawed. I think you need to do some direct core work if you want a strong core. Yeah, so if you're an athlete or anyone, you should do some core training, basically is what I'm saying. Okay, let's see if we can get 100. I'm going to call it the extra run out of time, but that was good. We'll take that. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. We'll move on. Okay, now we're on our pull-up movement of the day. It's going to be a one-armed banded pull-up. So we just have a band here, hold on to the band, try and do as many pull-ups as we can with that one arm. Trying to focus mainly on this arm that is on the bar doing the pull-up. We just have this as assistance to make it a little bit easier. And the higher up the band you are, the easier it is. So we're going to try and get low, 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 as low as we can. Ooh. The edge felt pretty good. I didn't feel like I'd used that much of the band as much as normal, so that's good. Now we just need to do the left arm, see how it gets on. Normally rest like 30 seconds in between each rep of each because, even though I'm not using this arm to do that one, I'm still pulling a little bit on the band, so have a little rest and do the next rep. Yeah, I like to do like different kind of pull-up variations every week. Like I know we did this last week, the same one, but it felt good, so I want to get strong in it. And then normally on the Thursday last week I did weighted pull-ups as well. I think it's good just to do different variations because I think just normal pull-ups get a bit boring, so it's nice to do different variations of pull-ups. You're still getting the same stimulus, but it's just nice and different, and drives different intent, and yeah. Yeah, it makes training a bit fun rather than just doing the same exercise over and over again. You're still getting great work in, but it's just a different exercise, so it just makes you drive a little bit different intent into the exercise. So that's why I like doing different variation stuff. It's like when I do jumps, I do different jumps every week because what jump exercise you do doesn't really matter. It's more about having that intent in the exercise. That's what the main thing that matters. So whether you do like a standing jump, seated jump over a hurdle, whatever, you need to drive that intent into exercises, and that's the same with pull-ups, doing different ones, variations every week or every few weeks, just drives intent into the exercise, something new, fun, and it's engaging, so that's why I like to do it. Okay, we're going to do 2 more sets of these, and then we're going to go into so we're going to do 2 more sets of these, then we're going to go into a pump work, just going to do some arms, and that's going to be us. Normally just pick a weight, and then just go to failure for 2 sets, 1 to 3 sets. So you're going to do 2 sets this one. So just pick a weight. We aim for a weight that I think the reps are going to get. So I'm hoping to get 24 reps or 12 reps each arm with this. Try and pick a weight for that. But if I can do more, I'll do more. If I can't do as much, I won't do as much. I think that's the best way to do accessories. Keeps motivation high. Knowing that I don't have to do 6 sets, 5 sets, 2 sets to failure, and it works fine as well. Cheated a little bit there, but that's fine. Then straight on to tricep banded pull downs. I used to think these were like a crap exercise, like you weren't getting much weight on them, they were pointless, but I quite like them now. You get a good little tricep pump with them. Especially this isn't like a light band, it's quite a medium intense band, so it feels good if you can get a good stretch and you get a really good pump with them. They're ace for a little high rep tricep work. I feel really pumped after doing them, so that's why I like them. You just think they're a bit stupid, but they're quite good, I quite like them. Okay, cool, that is us for the day. If you have any questions about anything I've said in the video, you can put it in the comment section. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. But yeah, it's a good workout all in all. Good bench press, everything's improving week by week, so that's what the main thing is. Feeling good with the core work. Hope you enjoyed the chat on the core training. I hope it was helpful towards you. If you're an athlete or just someone wanting to learn more about core training or training at all, hope it helps. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.